Road trip time, 1870 style. We are going to the Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville, Alabama. It's going to be about got 800-900 miles of driving today. Yeah, getting up in the morning, heading out there, all back in one day, and I got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go to work tomorrow. Check this out.
Stars.
You're starring now.
Starring?
We have made our first stop.
Subscribe.
We are... No, he's watched a lot of YouTube.
He better not be.
Made our first stop. We are at the JP in whatever town we're in. We're on the interstate.
Luthersville.
Hogansville. We're in Hogansville. All right.
No, wait, we passed the church to Luthersville.
Well, we went through Luthersville. We're now in Hogansville.
You're really fucking confusing. That can't go into the video.
Your mouth just went 10-100. Good Lord. All right. Well, I got to clip that part out. Actually, I don't have to, but I'm going to. All right. We're here. You can't get out. You can never leave. It's Hotel California in the Jeep.
Subscribe.
We're going to look at the rockets. Rockets.
No.
Come up here, you can be a rocket man.
No.
You sure?
I'm positive.
That's right. It's not as hard. Glasses. Not exactly. This is like a little moon park thing.
Moon park. Look.
Their boots are big. What?
Moonwalking.
You're moonwalking. There you go. Better than Michael Jackson ever did. Alrighty. This would be Skylab, which crashed back down to 79 into Australia in the outback. Not the real one though. Now that is a real Jeep. They're going to reuse these on the Artemis mission. Oh, my cow! Not my cow. That's my favorite cow. Look, she's back.
She survived. Oh, and she brought friends.
So this is how big Curiosity is. That's a human being, and that's Curiosity. I think it's huge. I did not know it was that small. And they had a drone that flies with it too. Launches up and it flies up and sees something and comes back. And then this is the Spirit and Opportunity and the Sojourner. This is cool. It's all stuff on Mars right now. Light and Ingenuity on here. This is an F1 engine. That's the big one. That's the big boy. That's still the biggest one they've used so far. until they start using the Starship. It's bigger. Saturn V, 2 scale. Don't even fit in the office.
Can you leave it at the hotels?
Separates. That's the brain of Saturn, that big ring. This is a swing arm. This is where you would walk if you're going to go on the space station, or the space station to go to space. That's cool. So that's your second stage, and this here is your third stage. And that is, the ring is the computer that drives everything. It makes all the stages work in sequence with each other. That's where we just walked on.
1977. Geez, you know, we have all kinds of...
It went away. There he goes. It's a rock. He got it for Halloween. Harley, turn around, put your feet on it. Maybe that might be the command module. Whatever, you're flying one of them. I don't know. This is the Skylab module. This is inside of Skylab.
Yeah, we already saw that. Like and subscribe.
Okay, you've said it like 100 times.
You break it into the thing, doesn't really snap right up at you.
Very distinctive. Very distinctive.
There you go. Instead of an old Airstream. So Skylab's O2 tank. Ooh. Ooh. And that's a great big solar panel. Streuzels. They come from space. Iron Man jetpack. So that was the command module. Went to that little thing there, I guess was fuel tanks. That was the lunar landing module. And your main engines. So this is first stage. First, then second, then third here. It's a bicycle plane, apparently. Huntsville. To be read later. So we went from cotton farming to building rockets. So started 1832 doing cotton, and then in 1949 the Army approves guided missiles were brought here. 1953 is Rocket City. In 1970 Alabama Space and Rocket Center opens. Cool. Now we walk over to the last building. Ready? Ready. Ready?
Ready.
Ready? Yeah, she's ready. Walking under the engines. It's a bit toasty under here. This is all the pieces of the space station. Alright, we are walking inside the mock-up of the International Space Station. That's where you look out and see whatever's outside, and the screen don't work. Oh no, there it is. You're looking outside the module there. Cool. So we entered here. Now we're going to go to Destiny this way, and Unity is this way. Oh, you can't go to Unity. Well, anyways, Unity would be in there. Can I just put my camera in there and view it? That's what's inside of Unity. Whatever's in all that. We can't go in there. So we're going to go to Destiny. These are controls for a boom or something? Some kind of boom they have. Oh, here you go. There's the boom. This is like driving a boom at work. Cool. That's the AC, where they have HVAC on the space station. This is cool.
Where's the cool tank?
Not in the space station. That's where the training facility. Oh, we're out of the space station already. Oh, they're having a. They're doing a spacewalk with the. Cool. Here are the space campers. So the one hiding.
Can we go to the pool?
A big tank for a bigger mission. Coming out of the shade behind all the rockets. So cool.
Yeah.
What do you think, little boy? This is like a little boy's dream place, especially if you're like into any kind of science stuff like I was. I still am, actually. It's another why when I go on Jeep rides where I stop and look at stars and stuff. It's because I'm heavily into space and science and rockets and aircraft and anything that goes fast and makes a lot of noise.
If you don't like,
Oh, good lord. That again? We're good.
Stop.
You're stay with me. How about that?
You're literally
A video of the flowers.
That's always making.
And I got a video of Harley's head. Thank you, Harley.
Stop wearing them. Dang!
That's what everybody wanted, was a video of your big old head.
You really just wanted to do this.
There we go. Walking out. We are leaving the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. This is Jurassic Park in reverse. Now leaving. Put the space shuttle over there. All right, everybody. The Space and Rocket Center is done. Now we got to make the long ride home.
No.
Another 265 miles. We'll be back home.
This is a...
Yay.
You said we had to go to Bass Pro Shop.
And we're going to go by Bass Pro Shops, and we're going to get something to eat along the way. And we'll probably stop and top off the gas again.
I can go to the best.
Look, we found our Bass Pro Shops we've never been at before. We're in Alabama, Leeds, I think. Well, it's kind of late. That's cool. Car comes out of Bass Pro Shops.
That was like 10 minutes ago.
Alright, we're headed home. We had dinner. Look, there's this place that makes this sweet tea, and it's awesome. It's called Milo's. Apparently, they also have food. All this time, I thought that was just a brand of some awesome sweet tea by the grocery store. Nope, it's a burger place in Alabama, and they got really good burgers for fast food. Not as good as home cooked burger, but really good fast food. Alright, everybody have fun at NASA Space Center? Ain't NASA Space Center. Why do I keep calling it that? Yeah, he got a stupid thing. Alright, we got a long way to go. You had fun being kidnapped in a place you did not want to go see and jog along. For being forced to do something you didn't want to do, how did you enjoy it? Huh?
I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Give it a 7 out of 10. It's just like being with me. Something you didn't want to do, but it's like, that kind of worked out all right.
I'll give you an 8 out of 10.
I got an 8 out of 10. See that? That's like, you didn't even want it. You're like, nah, it ended up being an 8. Can't complain. Alright. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
Oh, no.
I have got to, we're going to sing Smokey in the Bandit.
No.
So,
Now you're 7.5.
literally, no, I'm losing points. We literally got to go another 130 miles to get home. And I got to get up and go to work in 8 hours from now. And we are still 2.5 hours from the house. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay, I love working holidays. It's fantastic. 4th of July is tomorrow and I have to work.
If you worked with the tiny little T-Rexes, you wouldn't have to work on a holiday.
If it weren't for the tiny T-Rexes?
If you worked with little tiny T-Rexes.
You mean they get 4th of July off and I don't? I think I work for the British Empire and I don't realize it. Probably. Alright, that's enough of that. So, goodbye.